Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're continuing our journey on answering the question of what is the best way to build a collection on Magic Arena. Check out part 1, where we talked about Premier Draft and looked over some actual data from my own personal experience in that. But this time I want to talk about an event called the Metagame Challenge, which is an event that I have never heard anyone else talk about. And it just kind of blows my mind. So the Metagame Challenge, I've been on Arena for several years, playing off and on, and I'd see this event come up sometimes, and I just kind of assumed that it was just another one of those events like the Arena Open or like a qualifier event where it's a high entry fee of like 25,000 gold or 4,000 gems, and it's one of those competitive level things. And I clicked on this, and no, it costs 2,000 gold to enter, or 400 gems. Well, the prizes can't be that good, right? Top prize, if you get 7 wins, is 5,000 gold, which is 2.5 times your entry fee back, and 30 packs. What? 30 packs? This event just kind of blew my mind. And I first actually clicked on the event for the Dominaria United metagame challenge they had, the standard event. And I looked at the price structure and the cost, and I'm like, why have I never heard about this before? Now, maybe some other content creators have somewhere in the history of YouTube talked about this metagame challenge event, and I just haven't seen it. But I'm really surprised that I don't see this as more prominent. But Late Night Mega, maybe because the 7 wins is just kind of a pipe dream, and you probably get piddly rewards as you go down. Well, your break-even point on this event is 3 wins, and you get your 2,000 gold entry fee back and 3 packs. That's like, you play the event, you get to play some games of Magic, get some of your daily wins in, and you get 3 packs. That's phenomenal. So what are the downsides? There's got to be downsides to this. And there are some real downsides. We'll get into that. Let's take a look at the rest of the prize structure. Starting with, 6 wins, 4,000 gold, and 20 packs. All these are phenomenal amount of packs to win for a 2,000 gold entry fee, by the way. 3,000 gold and 10 packs for 5 wins, 2,500 gold and 5 packs for 4 wins. There's a 3-win break-even point that we covered. 2 wins is 1,500 gold and 1 pack. So even if you only get 2 wins in this event, it's still like you bought a pack for 500 gold, which is not a bad deal at all, because you can't even go to the store and buy packs for 500 gold. Even when they have them on sale, it's only like a 10% discount for 900 gold. So that is still a great value. 1 win gets you 1,000 gold, so half your entry fee. And the worst you can do, 0 wins, and you get 500 gold back. So essentially you would have just only lost 1,500 gold for this. So it costs 2,000 to enter, but bare minimum, you're going to get 500 back just for trying. That's a very low opportunity cost for this event. Now, let's get into some actual downsides of this event. You may have noticed over here, keep playing until you reach 1 match loss. So these are best 2 out of 3 matches that you'll play. So there are sideboarding. These are constructed events. This particular one is for the Explorer format. But there's also ones for Standard. I've seen them for Alchemy and Historic as well. So just watch out for those. They usually appear, like the Standard one will usually appear like a couple weeks after a new set gets introduced to Standard. is what I've noticed. And usually what I've seen, and I've only been paying attention to this recently, I don't know if this is always true or always going to be true, but I've seen like 2 of these metagame challenges for each like mastery pass length of time, to give you an idea. So they don't come around super often. That's one of the downsides. These events are only up for one single weekend, which is kind of sad, but I would imagine this event can't be available 100% of the time because that would just be absolutely insane. So yeah, they're only available for one weekend and one match loss, and you're done. However, there's no limit to how many times you can enter this thing, which also just kind of, blows my mind. I can just sit here and keep paying 2,000 gold and keep entering this event and hopefully win big. Now, since this is, a metagame challenge, you're going to be playing against players that have, good, well-established metagame decks. So you're going to want to make sure that you bring a competitive level deck to this. Also, it is best 2 out of 3 matches, which means sideboarding is involved. You want to make sure you have a sideboard. You want to make sure you know how to sideboard. Don't feel bad if you don't. I am not very good at sideboarding myself. That's like one of my weaknesses. And especially in Magic Arena, where a lot of the formats you play are like best of 1 formats. There are best of 3s available too, but best of 1 tends to be more popular as well. But just be aware that when you enter this challenge, you're going to want to build a 15-card sideboard for your deck as well. You don't necessarily have to play one of the established meta decks, but if you are building a brew, make sure you've played your deck, probably on the ranked ladder, probably best of 3, so you can get some experience with the sideboarding, and make sure that your deck is able to compete against some of the meta decks, because you will run into them in these types of events. So those are like the only downsides to this. So how did this pan out for me? Well, I'm not going to be entering this event anymore. I've kind of had enough of Explorer for a little while. But I entered this event a total of 9 times, which is a cost of 18,000 gold. And my results were as follows. 2 of the rounds, I got 0 wins. 5 of the rounds, I got 2 wins. 1 round, I got 3 wins. And 1 round, I got 5 wins. And so that breaks down, you guys can do the math, but I'll do it for you. That breaks down to a total gold won of 13,500 gold, which is a loss of 4,500 gold compared to the cost of entering this event 9 times. And the number of packs I won was 18. So essentially, I traded 4,500 gold for 18 packs. That is an absolutely phenomenal rate, and I just don't understand why I haven't heard of this event beforehand, or I've heard of it, but I never bothered to click on it before, like Dominaria United, and then I saw the price structure, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is insane. I think by the time I actually clicked on the event and did it for the Dominaria United Standard metagame challenge, it was like the Sunday night where it was the last few hours of the event. So I only got to enter the event like twice, and I think I got 3 wins and then either like 2 or 3 wins. But yeah, it was still well worth it. That is for sure. So I highly recommend this event. Now, because it is only available for like 1 weekend, like once every, only a couple times in the course of every mastery set pass, which lasts for about 90 days or whatever the case may be, you can't really rely on just grinding the metagame challenge for being your only source of collecting a new set. These are packs of Brothers War, which is the latest standard set that's out when this is filmed. So that's why they're Brothers War packs. Or maybe you can. Maybe you can grind this event so many times and get so many wins that are so many events you have where you get 4 or more wins, and you just end up with 200-300 packs just from this event. Congratulations to you. That is phenomenal. I will tell you that will probably not always be the case, because like the one match loss, you get one bad matchup where you're up against a deck that's more difficult for your deck to beat, or you end up having bad luck. You get bad draws. You don't get the lands you need. You get flooded. You all know how that works. So there is those kind of downsides to the event, but I think this is a great event. I think it's a great way to supplement your collection building as you're playing on Arena. And yeah, I highly recommend this. So next time, we're going to take a look at Quick Draft and Golden Packs. But for now, I'll take my leave.